Well, hi, grades 7 and 8. This is Mrs. Bollock, and I'm really excited to start with our blended learning classroom today and introducing you to our playlist. Now, you've already had a chance to work with a partner or a group of people on your research. You've spent the first 20 minutes of class using the Cornell note template to record your notes about Terry Fox, and you are ready to begin storyboarding your video. So what you'll need is your Cornell note template notes about what you want to put in the video. You also have notes that you took during the Terry Fox video that we watched, so you've got some more information. And you also did some brainstorming about what information should go in your news video. So you've got a lot of information in your notes already. So you'll need to make sure that you gather all that together when you get started. Now, the next step, after you've got all of your information together, is I'm just going to show you how to create a news video. And really, I want to show you how to storyboard. And this is the draft copy. This is the draft version of putting your video together. So I'm going to get you to turn to the information sheet for your project. And for you, it's how to write a storyboard. Now, my lesson video is on this QR code, what you're listening to now. So if you ever need to go back to it, you can find it there as well. But you know, I found another great video on YouTube that explains storyboarding in a little bit different way. So you can always look at that too and watch that if you think that you need some more information. I also included a sample, really fun, quick storyboard just to show you how easy it actually can be. So basically, you'll notice on your sheet that you've got a storyboard template that just gives you a spot to put the title, which will be the Terry Fox News Report. Our client, we don't really have a client, but I guess we can say our parents and our community, because that's who's going to actually see the video. And then put today's date. Now, if you end up using more than one page, definitely record here. And this is if you're doing a long video with different scenes. And we're not going to be doing that, but that's what that means right there. So on your storyboard, you'll see there's a place to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. And again, if you were breaking it into scenes, you'd call it S1, S2, S3, and then meaning scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. We're just going to do one scene right throughout. Then you'll see there's a place where you'll draw a little quick picture of what you're going to have on your video. So this is just a very quick sketch. Stickman is fine. It doesn't have to be artistic at all. And then notes about what's going to happen in the video. And really then you're creating on your storyboard the story that you're telling in your video. So for you, what do you want to introduce your news article about? Is it about the run at Dinsmore? And what picture would you have there? What kind of an image is going to go in your video? So it's just giving you a very draft idea of sort of the flow of your video or the story. So let's just look at the Mickey the Mouse storyboard. So they've got a beginning with a picture of Mickey and what the message is. So they might have somebody saying that, they might have text running across the screen, but this is the beginning. This is the next image that they want to use, and then maybe they have a narrator that's telling the story. Then they have the next image, and then what's happening. So for you, because you're doing a news article, whatever you write in the notes are going to be the things that you might say in your video or the text that you write. So for here, let me just give you an example. Just gonna zoom out a bit here, folks. So I want to say the very first is going to be my title block. And I need to put it down here. Just give me a second here. So this is going to be my title block. So it's going to be Terry Fox run. I'm not doing very well here at DCS, and it's going to be my title. Okay. For my notes, I might put in there, oh yeah, you know what I'd like? I'd like to actually have this zoom in, and that's the effect I want to use. So I would put this under my notes. Title zooms in. Something like that. Some notes to tell me what's going to happen. Then what do I want next? Well, maybe I'm going to include a picture of Terry Fox. And I could draw it, or I could just note it out like I'm doing here. So I want a picture of Terry Fox running. And then what I want for my notes is I'm going to have somebody read it. And I'm going to pick somebody in the group. So I'm going to say narrator, who's maybe going to be John. I know we don't have a John. And then I'm going to actually type in what I want him to say. Terry Fox was born, or the Terry Fox run, or wherever you want to start. This is your news article. But anything that they're going to actually say or type on the screen needs to go in this information. So you have to just kind of make a plan, really, is all this storyboard is. And I've got lots of extra ones if you need more than just 6 blocks. So that's what you're going to be doing now. Now that you know how to create a news video using a storyboard, you're going to start your draft copy. Now, folks, I've got written down 40 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take, but what I recommend is that you set your stopwatch or timer, and about every 10 minutes, have it go off and just go, okay, where are we now? How are we doing? Are we on track? And just see how long it takes you. So it might take you more than 40 minutes, and that's okay. That's the great part about the blended learning, is that you set a pace that makes sense for you. So get started on the draft copy of your news piece, which for you is writing the storyboard, right? That's your draft. And then when you're ready, you're going to go into the next step, which is to ask someone to edit it. Get some feedback and have somebody look at it and see if it makes sense, if the story flows. And then you'll actually move on to grabbing iMovie and start putting it together. And this is type or write because this is for the newspaper article. But you're going to then get into iMovie and start creating. But this is where you go first. Make that storyboard, get it proofed before we get into iMovie. All right, hope that helps. I'm really, really excited to see the videos that you guys put together on this. This is going to be fantastic. And don't forget, I'm always here to answer questions if you have any more questions about this project. So good luck. Get started on that draft copy. All right, go Wildcats.